Would you recall me doing this for me? Thank you. That should work. Yeah. When I get up there, just.
Share a few words on his point of view.
Yeah.
Speaking to others.
Just speaking to it. Okay. So I know that a lot of you may not agree with my point of view, but I do. I'm glad that you've allowed me to speak. So I actually think that a lot of our concerns over immigration and asylum seekers is not necessarily our anger shouldn't be necessarily vented at the people in that hotel. Actually, your beef, in my view, is with the government, and that if you can get who you want elected and change the things, then as a minister, I accept the vote. I accept whatever people say. If people vote that they don't want immigration, then so be it. I would probably disagree with you. But my concern this morning.
Immigration and illegal people being in this country.
Absolutely. So the elite managed immigration. Okay. So up until recently, very recently, till the French deal was signed, this one in, one out, whatever, you can say whatever you want about that. It was not legal. You could not apply for asylum from outside of the UK. You couldn't do it. There was no way of doing it unless you came from. There were like 3 countries. I think there was the Ukraine, Hong Kong, and Afghanistan, where you could apply from that country for asylum over here. Otherwise, you could only apply for asylum when you were on British soil. So they are anybody coming over on a boat for that reason is going to be classed as illegal. I accept that. That is their class as illegal. But there isn't another way for the guys, mainly for maybe if they're from Iran, Iraq, or wherever else, where they can apply for asylum. So whilst I accept you're 100% correct saying that those people are technically illegal immigrants or illegal asylum seekers, whatever you want to call them, that there isn't a way for them to do it. But my sorry? No, and that's fine. That's so.
1,500 for a boat trip. What about a plane trip for that money?
So you wouldn't get on the plane. They wouldn't let you on the plane to apply for asylum.
They're coming from a safe country. They're coming from France. France is not a war-torn country.
And so
they've already been through 14 other safe countries in Europe.
Yeah, okay.
They should seek asylum in the first safe country they arrive at.
And again, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong that they come through those many countries. However, the law says that they don't have to. So that's what they do. So I don't. If you don't want them here, I accept that. I can accept that is your right to say that. But that's with the government. You have to get the government to make that decision. I don't think dragging all the police out here and shouting at some very young people in there, some of them. So no, that's fine. But, so everybody's entitled to vent how they feel. But I think
do you fear for your kids? Have you got children?
I have got children. Yeah.
Do you fear for them?
Do I? No. Well, only in the sense of that I think crime in this country is way above what it should be anyway. And my kids when. Why is that?
What's the crime gone up?
Well, because people commit crime, don't they? I don't know why.
Who are committing the crimes in this country?
I would say the vast majority of crimes are committed by English people.
You need to look again.
So do you not? If you're going on percentages, it's slightly different. But if you're going on who commits the most amount of crimes in the UK, surely just
look at the percentages.
I appreciate that. So I'm not saying whether or not what they're doing is right or wrong. What I'm saying is it's incumbent upon our government to process these guys in a safe way and then make a decision as to whether or not they should stay or not. That's what I'm saying. And so
they've got no papers, they can't be vetted. You go for a job, you're vetted for it.
Yeah.
These ain't vetted and they're walking our streets, taxing
So again, why don't we campaign?
That's why we're here.
So the beef is with the government to allow for people to apply from
Well, you've
outside
got
of the
Starmer in there. You're never going to get rid of him.
I'm not
He
against-
needs out. We
And
need him out.
if that's what you want, you've got to get a general election.
The government's the problem. They're the problem. It's not just the government. It's them. They're coming illegally.
They shouldn't be coming illegally. Would you go to another country with your passport?
If it was the only way to get in there, then yeah.
No chance of they'd have you out. Why are
Where's
these
the
not
war in
going to
Turkey? When
Muslim
the flames of
countries?
Turkey? Where's the war in Turkey?
I don't know if there are any Turkish people in there.
It's easy for them to say, I'm from there, I'm from there.
So, but my main reason for being here is that if people are saying we are a Christian country, then part of our Christian beliefs is that we care for people. Now, so
Eye for an eye in the Bible, darling.
so, but it also says care for people, and also when
You care for people, our people.
I agree, we care. I think we should care for all people
No,
while they're
our
here
people,
and process.
Our people come first in this country.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I believe in this. My dad taught me charity begins at home.
Okay.
Right,
Never, ever end
you
there,
put
actually.
your own people right before you can take somebody else's problems on.
See, but I don't see it as an either or. I see it that we should do.
You're saying housing.
Sorry.
I said you're saying house them, but there's an housing crisis. How are you supposed to house these thousands and thousands
Muslims
of men?
got to get out of
Yeah,
He's
come
not
in.
to move in.
And you can't say nothing to
Nobody wants to help him.
You tell me, son.
But that's again. That's the government.
You're a Christian, you should be sticking up for the people, man.
Sorry.
Should you a Christian stick up for the people?
But Christian isn't about it.
What church are you?
Living Springs Community Church.
Alright. What
So-
community? Their community.
So
The Church of England praise there yesterday.
I'm not a Church of England priest.
Now, we get one who is from Church of
What
England.
is-
That's our church.
What about our community? It's a community church. What about our community? We've been decimated by these people. My son can't even get a flat, a council flat. Yet you got people living in 4-star hotels. It's just not on. The thing I will say, guys, at least this man, to be fair, and I'll use a swear word, he's had the balls to come and face us. Although we think he's wrong, we are moderate people.
I've got no problem coming out and talking. I've never felt threatened by anybody here. I'm really happy to say that.
We are
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that, young man.
There's no difference between us and them.
We haven't got access to the hotels.
Why? But that's not their fault, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Because they come illegally, and if there wasn't here, they wouldn't be in there. When they send them all back, they'll be praying for people like workers to stop there.
No one
Who
will
work
tell
here,
them. They don't want to pay out their own money to stop.
who travel to work and they wanted to stop in these hotels, they'll be.
if they're so poor and undervalued in their countries or ridiculed, where the hell are they getting the $2,000 from to pay for the boats to come
Exactly.
over? Where are they getting that money from?
But they're not. I don't think any of the immigrants are saying they're poor. They want to work. They're not allowed to work, and that's.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right, guys, this is a fact. They come over in Wolverhampton, where I unfortunately have to live, my hometown. There's a road called Wolverhampton Road. There are I've got the right one on now. There are Iraqis, Afghanistan people, and as soon as they come in the country, they're opening shops, they're running around in Mercedes, and this is the truth. Barbers, bad shops, they're selling kids cigarettes underage, they're selling, I've seen it happen, they're selling them alcohol. So these people know that with a soft touch, that's what it is. That's all it is. If they are that worried, they should stay in their own country and fight to get their own countries back under their whatever their religion is. Islam is known. There's more Islamic terrorists in the world than any other sort of terrorist. The MI5 have got 45,000 people that are in this country that are registered terrorists with MI5. There's a reason there's more white paedophiles in the church as well. My mate was abused for years. He was in a children's home. The reason their church keeps quiet is because they're full of paedophiles themselves. And this lot, like it up. Yeah, that's right. like it or not, these people and our protest is symbolic to say we know what's going on, right? These people, I can't blame them for coming over because we're a soft touch. If somebody said to me, get down the road, you got 3 meals for a week, I'll be there. You know what I mean? You can't blame them. It's all to do with the government, but we've got to make a stand against these people because we don't know who they are. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. And when my grandson, he goes to West Park in Wolverhampton, I'm worried. I went down there one day, God's honest truth, there were 5,000 Muslims in the West Park having a religious meeting. I couldn't even put my band on West Park without a permit. It's just wrong. Sorry guys to go on, I'm sorry.